What is going on? Welcome in. This is episode 108 of the Client by Client podcast live production. Coming at you today, talking about what to do daily to attract in more clients, how to do it with a lot less effort, how to come from what we've been talking about a little bit over the last couple of days and over on the email list from your point of attraction. Today, over in Apple Podcasts and Spotify, the latest episode, boosting your on-camera confidence. How to just show up with the kind of confidence that you know you have within you that you might be a little shy to bring out, that you might still need to develop just a little bit. I share with you everything I know about stage presence and about being confident on camera. And if this, for some of you, this could be a little bit of a refresher. For some of you, this might be something that catapults you to allow yourself to make more content and to show up as the highest and best version of yourself. Let's hop in and let's bring today's episode to life. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. In the last episode, we talked about being ruthless, specifically how to be ruthless about your business success. What to do to have the right mentality when it comes to prioritizing your self-development, your business development, and your client roster development to get all of that ruthlessness handed to you on a silver platter. Be sure to backtrack one episode to 107 to listen to that. Here on today's episode, I want to share with you what to do daily to attract in more clients and how to do this from an energetic standpoint. How to do this by leveling up your point of attraction so that landing more clients is easier and gets easier every day, every month, and every year you stay in business. Let's hop in and let's start by talking about what this game is really about. And what you really have to understand before we talk about today's tips is that getting clients, starting and running a successful online business, getting to where you want to be, creating the life that it is that you're envisioning, it's an energetic game. And until you learn to come from the right point, and until you learn how to level up your energy, how to free yourself of energy that's keeping you in a low vibration, how to, like we talked about yesterday, be ruthless about your business success and about your personal success and your personal mastery, starting and maintaining an online business is really hard. For some of you, you don't have to change your energy to create the online business and to start getting results. But to keep it, you most definitely will have to. And for some of you, you most definitely have to change your energy in order to start the online business. And then once you get into it, you can find that you're going to find your natural set point, that you're going to find the right energy and the right place to come from. But it's important that we acknowledge that all of this game is an energetic game. And until you get your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings all in alignment and out of fear and out of frustration and out of being worried and sometimes jealous and resentful and full of shame, until we get ourselves out of that place, starting, growing, and creating the kind of business and life we want feels like an uphill battle. And I think that when you're coming from a place of passion, it should feel easy. It should feel fun when you're taking the action. And if it's not, we got to pause and change something up and turn it back. So let's hop in. The first thing when it comes to changing your energy and leveling up your energy so that you can attract more clients in, I want to talk right off the top about guided breath. Many of you will know this as meditation. If you resist meditation, I just want for you to call it guiding your breath. And I heard an analogy most recently. I've been consuming a lot of back to my roots about energy, about law of attraction, about manifestation. And Abraham Hicks shared this amazing analogy. We've talked about the reality transurfing method or ideal of the beach ball on water. We're going to use a water analogy here that I heard most recently. And it's all about kind of being in your natural state. And the natural state that you're born in, and the natural state when things are going your way, it's similar to that of a cork floating on water. The cork's natural state without even trying will always just float on top of the water, nice and calm, no struggle, no trying to get to the top of water or anything like that. You are that cork on water when you are in your natural state, when things are going smoothly, when you're acting from passion, when you are doing things that you enjoy, when you're loving life, which is your natural state. However, there are all of these third dimensional, earthly, material things and situations and occurrences that happen where we begin to push our cork and hold it underwater. And this is when we start to try really hard, when we get frustrated with how long something is taking, when we start to feel guilt, when we start to maybe even feel pride, when we're frustrated and when we're worried, which is the state the majority of people are always in. When you think about the average person who has to wake up and go to some sort of a job in the morning, you're probably starting off the day not looking forward to it, getting in your car, driving in traffic that you don't want to be in, getting to the office, being around people that you are dying to get away from and dying to just work towards the weekend. And so think about that life where how much of that day is that person holding their cork or their cork pushed underwater, so to say. And they live for the weekend. And even when it comes to the weekend, half of it is spent dreading the week ahead. So one of the tools that you have at your disposal to allow for yourself to get back into your natural state so that taking action and getting results in your business and in any area of your life is easier is about guiding your breath. Because when you get to a point where you're just focused in on your breath in and your breath out, and you can finally, for once in your day, maybe in your week, feel your heartbeat. Your heart has been beating since the moment that you woke up. Have you felt it at all? Without putting your hand on your heart, have you felt your heart beating? And if not, chances are you probably aren't feeling the present moment. You probably aren't present. You probably aren't grounded. And one of the easiest tools that you have for getting to that state is 5, 10, and growing to 15 minutes or more of guiding your breath, of focusing on the feeling of the air going in through your nostrils and the feeling of you letting the air out through your mouth. And when you start to do that in between, you start to feel your heartbeat. So when you start to guide your breath, you allow for those worries and those frustrations of the world and about time and people and appearances to fade away momentarily. And when we do that, that is your cork floating back to its natural state. That's you being back in the natural state of back to neutral. And everything magical happens at neutral. The rest of the day, we are walking around judging things as good or bad. Think about politics. It's literally called left wing and right wing. And to fall into any category of all right or all left is to be what the ancient Hermeticists called as half wise. They had a different word for it, but it translates to being half wise. You're only seeing half of the picture, and you're really smart in that part of the picture, but you're only halfway smart. And all day long, we're looking at things happening to us. The text that comes in, we're looking, is it good or bad? We look at our bank accounts, is it good or bad? We're looking at the check that came in, is it good or bad? We're looking at someone and how they treat us, is it good or bad? Are they happy with us? Are they mad at us? This thing just happened in the news. And all day long, we're being controlled by outside circumstances that we have zero control over, but they are controlling us. The first thing that we got to do is we got to start focusing on our breath every single day. Getting to the point where we're just getting the habit of doing it for 5 minutes and growing that to 10 to 15 minutes. And then for added points, we do that 2, 3 times a day to allow for our state to return to normal for more than the average person, and to allow for, because when we're not in states where we're at that natural state floating on water, when we're frustrated, worried, troublesome, all of those things, we're preventing our blessings. We're preventing the present moment from being there, from coming through. We're preventing all the things we're wanting to manifest, including more clients. We're preventing those things from coming our way. We're resisting those things coming our way. So we need to just let go and allow. And the best and easiest way you can start to experience this is through guided breath and meditation. Second is we got to start visualizing from the end. The version of you that has the clients, the life, the lifestyle, where everything you've wanted has come true. What is that person thinking, feeling, and how are they operating? What are they dressed like? What sort of people are they around? What sort of things are they doing? Are you doing in your off time when you think about that fully realized version of you? And you got to start thinking from that endpoint instead of from where you're at right now. You got to start bringing those feelings of the perceived future into the current moment. And we got to do it in a way where, yes, you can absolutely just sit down and visualize it, or you can start to walk it and talk it right now. And you can start to verbalize those things, and you can start to carry a piece of that energy with you at every step of your day and in everything you do. And I think that the easiest way to start doing that is to be thankful for where you're at right now, which means to accept where you're at right now. And look at where you're at right now as where you're exactly supposed to be, because this is the truth. You are where you are right now to learn the things you need to do to get to where you want to be. And when you get clearer and more intentional about where you want to be, and you get clear on what the end looks like, and you start to think and feel and exist from that standpoint, now you're on the fast track to bring that into the present moment. We think that time is linear, and we feel that time is linear in this human body. But the fact of the matter is that when it comes to the universe's perception of time, or God's perception of time, or from whatever point of perspective you want to layer in here, source, whatever it is, we are just a blip in time. And what quantum physics shows is that all of the energy that's ever been created exists right now. It exists in this energetic field and in your energetic field right now. That means that it's impossible to want anything, because to say that you want something would mean that you lack something. And there is no lack if everything is in every situation has already been created. So you can start to take a calmness about you from knowing that you have everything required right now. And when you start to think from the end, you start to bring those situations, circumstances, and scenarios that get you to where you want to be in the present moment, and you get faster to that future version of yourself right now. Thing number 2, you got to start visualizing and existing from that end fully realized version of yourself. Third, lastly, you might as well start assuming that good things are happening to you. That if we are going to walk around judging things all day long and swaying on the pendulum of good and bad, wasting our energy of good and bad, you might as well just anticipate that the things and scenarios and circumstances that are happening for you are good, and that you start to assume the best in them. A client doesn't want to sign up right now. Awesome, no worries. You don't let that frustrate you and let that throw you off the rest of your day, the rest of your week. When a client's payment is a little late, you don't let that throw you off your rocker. You accept it for what it is, and you find a way to handle the situation. And you assume that this is a lesson, and this is going to help you in so many other ways. And when you can start to put label on the things that could be bad, you start to find that good inside of them, because there is nothing that is all bad or all good in this universe. Everything just is, and we put a label and we put a judgment on it. You might as well start to assume that things that are happening to you are good, and you might as well start expecting good things to come your way. It's very easy when you think about in years past when things were going your way, and then now you fast forward 10 years and all of a sudden you're so out of touch with that version of yourself, because right now you might not be where you want to be, or you find yourself in a place, in a situation that's non-desirable. But the reality is you are exactly where you need to be in order to get the lessons and to learn the things that you need to get you to where you want to be. So why not just start labeling that as happening for you, and start expecting that good things are coming your way? And the only way that you can do that is by accepting yourself, accepting where you're at right now, finding gratitude in where you're at right now. And this is, if you have ever read one of my recommended reads, one of my few highly recommended reads is Outwitting the Devil. And that is that the seed, with something bad comes the seed of something equally good. But you have to search for it, and you have to find it, and you have to be aware of that. Hold that in your mind, hold that in your heart, and start to live a life where you're assuming that the best thing is happening to you. You're expecting even better things to happen to you. And when you do that, you align yourself with all of the possibilities in that realm versus everything that's going on negatively, and aligning yourself with that realm. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about how to track your client success with a super easy method that I use in my online business. I want to just give it to you and share with you everything about it, so that you can not only track and measure and monitor your client success, but you will wind up creating so much happier clients that speak highly about you, that refer you to their friends and to their family, and that accredit you with the amazing results that they've gotten, and treat you like the coach that you are and that you deserve to be, and spread your name through word of mouth and increase your reputation. So be sure to come back tomorrow to listen to that. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches are still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox, where you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money and clients on the table every single month. That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my leads and pipeline has quickly become a favorite tool of my private clients and the many members in the Leverage Coach community. To download your free copy now, just find me over on Instagram and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of coaches from all over the world, all implementing my methods and strategies for starting and growing their online coaching businesses. And we'd love to have you in. Get access to those coaches, access to me, and access to my favorite and most helpful and highest rated resources to help you get more clients. All you have to do is find me over on Instagram for your free invitation and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients into your online business or doubling your existing client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So only respond to this if you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every week or month from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, list, or group. You are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last, but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now and tap that Instagram app icon and find me at What Up Jeremy. While you're there, binge on some content and give me a follow. And then when you're ready, I want for you to message me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business, about your vision for the next 12 months, and then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping students with it and some of their results. And we'll also identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details, just find me on Instagram at WhatUpJeremy and send me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. See you in the next one. Cheers. All right, guys, hope you found something helpful from that. Comment your biggest insight below. Let's have a conversation around it, and we'll be back tomorrow with another episode. So I'll see you guys then. Cheers.